Brasstax.
People, it's your boy brasstax in this bitch. You already know. You already know. Sorry guys, I've been away for a week. Usually I would have had a few reviews out, but it's just been just some family stuff. Distant relative passed away, so I gotta do my thing. You hear the sirens? Was me. What can you do? But look, Spider-Man's out tomorrow, so I should give you my thoughts on what I think of the 4K transfer. I will say that I did watch it in the theatre when it first came out, and I liked it, but I didn't think it was anywhere near as good as the first one. But then I watched it again on 4K, and I appreciated it a lot more. I thought it was better the second time round. I don't know why, but it was. But I definitely recommend you should watch it, but do not watch it unless you are up to date with all the other Marvel movies, because a lot of spoilers in this, and there are a couple of things that happen at the end of this movie. Right at the end, there's two end credit scenes, one of which kind of turns everything on its head, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next with it. And there you go. You got the black bars shot in 2K and 3.4K. You got a digital intermediate of 2K. You got Dolby Atmos sound. HDR, but no Dolby Vision. Are you noticing a trend here with Disney movies? I am. They're getting rid of that Dolby Vision shit. I don't know why. I know they're gonna have it on their Disney Plus, but they just don't have it here. Don't know what to say to you. Sony release, so you kind of know what to expect, and for the most part, this is a great looking 4K disc. Great clarity, great detail, close-ups look fantastic. Distance shots look pretty good too, but there are some scenes which look fairly soft. And I don't know why, but it does. I know it was shot with a few different cameras, so I'm assuming that's why. But there are some soft shots in this movie, and I wasn't expecting that. It's not a disappointing transfer, it's a really good transfer, but the fact that it wasn't razor sharp all the way through was a little disappointing to me. But for the most part, you're managing to see threading in the Spider-Man suit. Can I just say, Aunt May, 4K Marisa Tomei. Used to fancy her from My Cousin Vinay. Do you know what I'm saying? She looks A1. There's a scene where she's wearing some tight jeans. Well, look, anyway. Let me just get away from that shit. You know what I'm talking about. You're gonna see it for yourself. She looking A1. Great depth in this movie. Great three-dimensional depth. When it comes to Spider-Man and the background visual effects, it's a little soft at times. I don't know why it is, but it is. I don't know what to say to you. But irrespective of that, it still leaps and bounds better than the 1080p. You're getting a 4K experience here for about 90% of the movie. Hey, so you want to know what a HDR is like? So basically, Valkyrie saved you in Endgame, yeah? So you guys have built up a rapport. You guys have been chatting on and off, and she's like, you know what? I do like women, but for you, I'm gonna make an exception. You go out for a few drinks, you already bored with MJ, so you're not really thinking about her, you're thinking about Valkyrie. It's all about you and Valkyrie. She's like, look, let's get on a horse, let's go fly somewhere, and let's go have some fun, baby. That's what the HDR is like. Short and sweet, but that's how it needs to be sometimes. HDR for the most part is really, really good. Really good. Great flesh tones, colors pop, the Spider-Man suit pops, but there are some scenes with explosions and you got the lasers and you got the green effect with Mysterio that I was expecting a little bit more pop. It did the job, but it wasn't like mind-blowing to me. The elementals looked great, but there were just certain instances where I watched and I thought, oh, I could have done with a bit more pop there, I could have done with a bit more color there. You know, panties are gonna slide off somewhat. You may get some action, but you're not gonna get main action, if you get what I'm saying. But it's still very pleasing. Color is definitely wider, and things do pop for the most part, but it's not consistent for me. But it's still a pleaser, it's not a teaser. And if that doesn't do it for your girl, You could try telling her to sit on a woofer and see what happens. You know what's gonna happen? Guys, can you hear that? The pitter-patter of rain against my window pane. Shit crazy. It's romantic. I like the sound of that shit. Me all by myself with the romance and the rain hitting my window. That's my life right now. Yes, we're dealing with the Dolby Atmos, okay? Disney's Atmos. But it does have great surround, great vibrations, great bass. There is some great overhead, but you got to turn it up to hear it. It is fairly noticeable. I don't know why Disney keeps doing this with its releases. I don't know what system they're using for the Atmos, but it's not working for me. Your woman gonna love it sitting on the woofer. She's gonna get vibrations, she's gonna get attacked from all sides. But the problem is, you're gonna have to turn it up to please her. And there you have it, people. I'm gonna give this release an 8.5, and for the Atmos, I'm gonna give it an 8. It's a good release. It is much better than the 1080p. There is a 3D version coming out, so I'm very curious to see how that's gonna look. For those of you who aren't interested in 3D or don't like 3D, this is by far the way to go. So if you haven't picked it up already, pick it up. I'm sure most of you guys have already pre-ordered that bitch. But if you haven't, I'm gonna leave a link down here so you can do that. It doesn't cost you anything, but if you go through that link, your boy gets a little kickback from Amazon. And there you have it, guys. You take care. I've got so many reviews coming. I need to get them out there. I've got Guardians, I've got Doctor Strange, I've got Maleficent. Oh, gosh. It's going to be a crazy week. Alright, guys, you take care. I'm going to catch you soon.